Jealousy can be a silent relationship killer. Today we're going to uncover its subtle signs. Check this out. You're in a relationship that feels just right. You laugh, you share, you dream together. But sometimes there's a nagging feeling that something's off, a silent whisper that's hard to pin down. Well, it could be jealousy, lurking in the shadows of your relationship, silently gnawing at its very core. In this video, we will peel back the layers of this complex emotion, revealing 10 signs of jealousy. So, if you've ever had that uneasy feeling, or if you're just curious about the dynamics of jealousy, you're in the right place. Without any further delay, let's hop into the first sign. Sign number 1 is the never-ending competition. It's like being in a race that you never signed up for. Your partner may be in a constant state of rivalry with you, always trying to one-up you. It could be anything, from who makes the best pasta to who can run faster on the treadmill. The competition might seem friendly at first, but it's more than just a playful challenge. It's about proving superiority, about claiming a win. Every little thing becomes a contest. They might compare themselves to you, aiming to outdo you in every possible way. It's as if they're in a battle with your shadow, a battle that they need to win to validate their worth. This incessant need for competition isn't about pushing you to be better or about keeping things exciting. Instead, it's a manifestation of their insecurities, a reflection of their jealousy. This relentless competition can be a clear sign of underlying jealousy. Sign number 2 is constant criticism. Now, we all know that no one is perfect, and constructive criticism is a healthy part of any relationship. However, when it becomes constant, it can be a sign of jealousy. A partner who is always pointing out your flaws, criticizing your choices, and demeaning your accomplishments might be doing so out of jealousy. It could be about anything that makes you, well, you. Your looks, your job, your friends, even your passions. It's as if they're trying to chip away at your confidence, to make themselves feel better. They might even convince you that they're doing it out of love, to help you improve. But remember, love is about acceptance and support, not constant criticism. So if you find yourself on the receiving end of this kind of behavior, remember to look closely. If your partner is always critical, perhaps there's a tint of green in their eyes. Sign number 3 is overprotectiveness. Now let's talk about this one. Overprotectiveness can be a little tricky to spot. It often comes dressed up as care and concern. It can feel good, right? Having someone who wants to keep you safe, who wants to shield you from the world. But here's the thing. When this protective instinct becomes excessive, it can actually be a sign of jealousy. You see, an overly protective partner may be trying to control who you interact with, what you do, and even where you go. They may want to keep you all to themselves, not out of love, but out of a possessive desire to control you. Why? Because they're afraid. Afraid of losing you, afraid of you finding someone better. And that fear? That's jealousy, plain and simple. It's crucial to recognize these signs and address them. Because remember, an overprotective partner might just be a jealous one. The 4th sign of jealousy is unending suspicion. Now, suspicion in moderation is natural in any relationship. After all, we're all human. But when it becomes a constant, it's time to take notice. A jealous partner might seem to be always on edge, questioning your every move. They might express doubt about your intentions, even when you're just going about your everyday activities. A simple coffee with a friend might be construed as a clandestine rendezvous, a late night at work as an illicit affair. This perpetual suspicion can stem from their own insecurities and fears. It's as if they're always on the lookout for signs of betrayal, even when there's none to be seen. It's a form of emotional self-defense, a way to protect their feelings before they get hurt. But remember, this kind of jealousy isn't about you. It's about them and their insecurities. The 5th sign is controlling behavior. Now, we're not talking about a partner who simply cares about your well-being. We're delving into a territory where your partner might be trying to dictate your life, almost like a puppeteer pulling strings. Imagine this. They start to determine who you should meet and who you should avoid. Your friends, your family, your colleagues, all under their scrutiny. It doesn't stop there. They might even begin to control what you do, your hobbies, your pastimes, your daily routines, all subject to their approval. And if that wasn't enough, they might try to control where you go. your favorite coffee shop, the gym, or that bookstore you love, they might subtly discourage you from visiting these places. All these behaviors stem from a place of jealousy. They want to control your world because they're afraid of losing you to it. If your partner is trying to puppeteer your life, they might be jealous. Moving on to the sixth sign, emotional manipulation. It's a subtle art, and it's often wielded by those who harbor feelings of jealousy. When your partner's jealousy begins to seep into your relationship, they may twist your emotions, making you feel guilty for their insecurities. Check this out. You've just enjoyed an evening out with friends. Instead of sharing in your joy, your partner spins a narrative of abandonment, claiming you left them behind. They're not angry, they say, just hurt. But here's the catch. It's not about your actions. It's about their jealousy. They're using your empathy, your love for them, to manipulate your emotions. It's a way for them to exert control, to make you feel guilty for living your life independently of them. This is a classic maneuver of the jealous partner. So remember, emotional manipulation is a classic sign of jealousy. The seventh sign is passive aggressiveness. This is a tricky one because it's often masked as something else. Passive aggressiveness is an indirect way of expressing negative feelings. Instead of expressing their jealousy outright, a jealous partner might resort to sly comments, silent treatments, or subtle actions. They may make sarcastic remarks or give backhanded compliments that seem harmless on the surface, but are actually designed to undermine you. They might also show their jealousy through their actions, such as deliberately forgetting important dates or neglecting their responsibilities towards you. This indirect approach can make it difficult for you to address the issue, as they can easily deny their jealous feelings. It's like trying to nail jelly to a wall, slippery and elusive. The key here is to recognize these behaviors for what they truly are. Passive aggressiveness can be a mask for jealousy. Sign number 8, insecurity projection. Now this one might be a bit tricky to spot at first. Insecurity projection is when a partner, feeling inadequate or threatened, begins to project these feelings onto you. It's like they're wearing tinted glasses, and everything they see is colored by their own insecurities. They might start blaming you for their own feelings of inadequacy, making you the scapegoat for their internal struggles. Picture this. Your partner starts accusing you of thinking they're not good enough, or that you're constantly comparing them to others. They might even insist that you're going to leave them for someone better, when in reality, these are fears and insecurities they harbor within themselves. It's important to remember, though, that you're not responsible for your partner's self-esteem. Insecurity projection can be quite damaging to a relationship, creating unnecessary tension and conflict. So keep an eye out for it. Insecurity projection is often a sign of deep-seated jealousy. The 9th sign is attention-seeking. Is your significant other always trying to be the star of your world? Do they constantly make an effort to draw your attention towards them? This could be a sign of jealousy. Jealous partners often feel the need to be the center of your universe. They may try to dominate your time and energy, and they might go to great lengths to ensure they're always on your radar. They might engage in dramatic behavior, tell elaborate stories to captivate your interest, or even create problems just to get your attention. It's important to remember that attention-seeking behavior can be subtle too. It might be as simple as constantly asking for your opinion, or always wanting to be involved in your plans. Although it's natural for partners to desire attention from each other, an excessive need for attention could indicate underlying jealousy. Last but not least, the 10th sign, lack of trust. Trust is the foundation of any healthy relationship, but when jealousy rears its ugly head, it can chip away at this fundamental bond. A jealous partner may start to doubt your every move, questioning your motives and scrutinizing your actions. They might keep a watchful eye on your interactions, wondering if there's more to them than meets the eye. They may read too much into simple gestures, turning innocent actions into questionable deeds. This lack of trust can manifest in many ways, from excessive questioning to a constant need for reassurances. It's important to remember that trust is built over time and requires mutual respect and understanding. If your partner is struggling to trust you, it might be a sign that they're battling with feelings of jealousy. A partner who doesn't trust you might be harboring feelings of jealousy. So there you have it, the 10 signs of jealousy in a relationship. We've unmasked the green-eyed monster explored the invisible competition, and discussed the constant criticism that can stem from feelings of envy. We've shed light on the overprotective shield, the unending suspicion, and the controlling behavior that can be telltale signs of a jealous partner. We've also talked about the emotional manipulation, the passive aggressiveness, and the insecurity projection that could be indicators of underlying jealousy. And let's not forget the attention-seeking and the lack of trust, which are red flags you should not ignore. It's essential to be aware of these signs in your relationships. If you notice any of these patterns, it's crucial to address them openly and honestly. After all, a healthy relationship thrives on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. Share your thoughts or experiences in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so we can keep making them. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to click on the notification bell so that you get notified of our next post. Thanks for watching.